Good morning, my name is Em and I am an independent scented consultant based in Northamptonshire here in the UK, and welcome back to my channel. We are going to continue our little romp through the catalogue fragrances. Today we are looking at the Woods fragrance family. These are those full-bodied masculine scents that include notes like cedar, sandalwood and pine leather kind of smells. So these are always the smells that myself, my husband always go for when we're looking for something just a little bit different. So I'm going to dive straight in. I've got all of my tester pots here. I've also got my catalogue here, so I can run through those scent descriptions with you. So let's dive in. First up, we have a brand new scent. This is called Pistachio Woods. Now, I was at an event earlier this month, and I was really surprised actually at the mixed reaction to this wax bar. I love and I'm obsessed with anything pistachio. I have been for many, many years. Pistachios were one of my mum's favourite nuts. She loved anything with pistachios in. She would absolutely just love all these things that are coming out that are pistachio. You know, your pistachio beignets and pistachio donuts, and oh yes, all the pistachio, yes please. I know my mum was always really annoyed that you had to, when you would buy pistachios, this feels like just such a telltale on my mum. She's not here, so she can't tell me off. And I think she would laugh at this as well. She would always point blank refuse to buy pistachios simply because she would say, I'm not paying all of that money for a load of, when I have to sit there and shell them and then I throw away the shells. So she would love it that now you can buy things like pistachio spread and pistachio cream and all of that. She would absolutely love it. So yeah, so this is Pistachio Woods. This is one of our brand new scents for autumn winter 2024. This is delicate pistachio and buttery almond on a bed of cedarwood. Yes. If you are looking for a pistachio scent, now I did, obviously pistachios everywhere at the moment. Particularly there is a I think they've dubbed it the Dubai chocolate bar. This, to me, if you were to mix this with any one of our kind of vanilla bakery kind of scents, you would get something that smells quite similar to that Dubai chocolate bar. Just saying. But this is, it's lovely and creamy. It's decadent. It's luxurious. You've got that cedarwood which just sits underneath. Now I warmed this the other day and the cedarwood really came through once those top and middle notes had kind of gone, and the cedarwood is just incredible. I love that. See, pistachio and almond are two of my favourite things. I love marzipan, I love pistachio. So there we go. That with a lovely coffee. Yes. Next up, I must move on from pistachio. Honestly, I could go into dreamy world with pistachio. I love the stuff. Next up, we have one of our best sellers. This is White Pumpkin and Driftwood. Now, I think this was released as part of our autumn collection. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. And you'll have to forgive me, I did poke myself in the eye before I decided to come and film this. If I'm looking a bit blurry-eyed, that is why. I did a full-on finger in the eye, which, yeah, as you can imagine, was quite painful. Yeah, so this came out as part of our autumn or harvest collection, either last year or the year before, and I love this. This is one of those pumpkin scents I can actually get away with warming in this house, because it's got those real deep woody undertones. At first, I know quite a few of my consultant friends were a bit like, oh no, it's a bit strong. If you are looking for a strong masculine scent, this is the one. So this is crisp white pumpkin and driftwood, burnished by white cardamom and warm solar amber. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I love amber. I love it. This is kind of my section. I love woods. I love most of the ones that are in here. I'm always looking for those masculine scents. I've always got customers that are saying to me, give me something a bit manly. And this is one that I will point them towards. This one I will kind of go, yeah, this is where you can get your man into pumpkins without him even realising. Because this is almost like that really heady coffee shop smell. You know, where this time of year, let's face it, we're nearly in October. If your coffee shops aren't doing your pumpkin spice lattes, what are they doing? This is your real heady coffee shop pumpkin spice latte kind of smell. This is like pumpkin spice latte on steroids. It's just beautiful. It's one of those that I do sneak in every now and again, and Ben doesn't notice. But shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him, will you? Next up, we've got World Traveller. Now, there was an uproar. There was an absolute uproar recently because this was taken out. This was listed as a discontinued scent, and everyone went, "What? How could you?" Excuse me, I need coffee this morning. But this is one of those scents that just everybody loves. I had this warming in my kitchen. If you've seen what am I warming this week, it's in there. This is blackberry, dark pomegranate and oak bark inspired adventure. Now, I think I also said this is a bit of a dupe for a Jo Malone fragrance. I've had the room spray from a certain budget supermarket. I think it was Aldi. Which was pomegranate and something. I can't remember which one it was, but apparently that is a dupe for a very high-end Jo Malone perfume. And I've had this warming, and I have to say, this has really impressed me. I haven't warmed it a lot over the years, but when I do, the smell is incredible. The scent throw is just something else. I had this in my kitchen yesterday, and one of my customers said to me, she went, "Oh my gosh," she said, "what is that you're warming?" She said, "That smells amazing." Told her, she went, "That's wax." Really? So yeah, so World Traveller is one of our good ones. Palo Santo and cinnamon. This was, can't remember when this was. I think this was one of last year's new ones. This to me is really, really sexy. This is what I call a sexy scent. So Palo Santo energizes Italian bergamot accented with clove leaf and cinnamon bark. So this, to me, I'm not going to lie, this is almost bordering on a Christmas time kind of scent. But the bergamot in this just gives it that little bit of oomph. When this was first released and I first smelt this, I went, nope, don't like it. But I have to say, when you sniff these cold, they do smell very different to when you warm them. because when you warm them, you really do get the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes, which obviously make up our fragrances, and they make up our scents. I've come downstairs this morning and I've got my warmers on in my conservatory, and my Mint to Be Merry that I put in there yesterday smells really different to when I first put it in the warmer yesterday morning. And Palo Santo and cinnamon is one of those that does exactly the same thing. The day after, I find it smells really creamy. It smells really kind of luxurious, kind of quite a cozy scent. First hit, smells like my husband getting out of the shower. There you go. So if you want to know what my husband smells like getting out of the shower, head into the woods section. Next up, we have got Sleigh Ride. Now, I know we've already seen this in our holiday section. This is Journey Through the Snow amid crisp air, fallen fir needle, and a touch of tart cranberry. This to me is Christmas Tree Farms. Christmas Tree Farms, Christmas wreath making. So we're venturing into the Christmas without being thrown into it, okay? This is just, it's very tree. Is that the right way to describe it? Very tree. It's very green, not just in colour. But you've got that cranberry there, which just kind of cuts through the fir. And yeah, there's just a crispness to it that it's almost bordering on laundry. That kind of a smell. Next up, we have got Enchanted Woods. Oh, I love this one. This is luminous amber and hints of creamy coconut meander through a mystical forest of sandalwood and birchwood. This, to me, is everything I want in a wax bar. This is, so you know me, I love my amber, I love my sandalwood, and I love birchwood. But the coconut in this just does something to my soul. It's almost like you're going on a nice holiday. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. It's almost like a pina colada, or like do you know what? Hotel Chocolat brought out a coconut white chocolate, hot chocolate with coconut. It's almost like that on a cold day. Yes, I love Enchanted Woods. Next up, we have got White Amber and Teak. Again, we've got amber. So we've got Alluring Amber and Teak Flirt with fresh bergamot. Oh, yes. I love this. Whenever people say to me, point me in the direction of a masculine smell, this is my number one. This is my number one. To me, this just reminds me of my dad. My dad was a builder. We always had stuff going on around here. And you know what? This just makes me think of my dad, and it just makes me think of such lovely things and such happy memories to do with my dad. You know, my dad was one of these guys, because he was a builder, he hated coming home and smelling like work. And whenever he would kind of be, you know, he'd be like, right, I'm not talking to anybody until I've had a shower, and you know, this is what that smells like. Oh, happy memories. And that's the thing with scent, it does evoke memories. And you know, I find with a lot of our waxes, I'm instantly transported back to things from my childhood, you know, things from my grandparents, my parents, my children's childhood, all of those things. And that's what scent does to us. Scent can transport you into happy times, it can transport you into sad times, it can take you anywhere And so often, without you even having to kind of put any thought into it, you know, the amount of times that I have picked up a wax bar and gone, wow, oh gosh, yeah, no, that's crazy. So scent is really powerful, and that's why I always say to people that when they say to me, oh, I don't know what to choose, I don't know what to do, you know, I find all the scent descriptions really overwhelming, and I say to them, I go, borrow them, because nothing will choose a scent better than your own nose. I can describe them till the cows come home, but it's your own nose that makes the decision at the end of the day. And you've got, you know, there are some scents in here that I instantly go, no, I can't, because it'll take me back to a time when maybe things weren't so great. But you know, we get there. Next up, we have another bestseller. This is Cranberry and Tinsel. This is mulled cranberries, Siberian fir needle, and cedarwood sparkle and shine. Oh, this is Christmas morning. This is Christmas morning. That first thing that you get is those little sparkly cranberries. This is beautiful. The cedarwood underneath it just gives it a real warmth. It's almost like Christmas Day, you know, you're getting everything sorted. Now, on Christmas Day, my mum would always make her own cranberry sauce. Wasn't always successful, but she would always make her own cranberry sauce. And this just smells so Christmassy without being cinnamon and cloves and all those spices. This is almost like the grown-up Christmas. And I know so many of my consultant friends warm this on Christmas Day because it's what they do. It's their Christmas scent. So that's that one. Let's go. We've got Dashing. This is a bestseller. This was released, I think it was last year or the year before. This is Irresistible Vanilla and Creamy Mahogany will leave you swooning under fresh night skies. I'm not going to lie, in the tester pot, it does not smell like a lot. But once you get a wax bar of this, you will warm this and you will literally, it will take you on a whole journey. The vanilla is that really creamy, luxurious vanilla. The mahogany gives it that depth. And then your fresh night skies. A couple of nights ago, we were having some really, really bad thunderstorms. And yeah, I love a thunderstorm. Clears all the air, gets everything nice and fresh again. And when I woke up on Sunday morning, yes, it was still raining, but the air smelled so fresh. It was just the freshest smell ever. And that is what that smells like. And then, yeah, you've got that creamy vanilla and mahogany in there. Next up, we have a brand new wax. This is Warm Amber and Plum. This is Silky Plum. Lends a touch of sugary sweetness to warm amber and cashmere musk. Ooh. This actually smells a lot different to what I thought it would. This has got that amber in there, which just gives it depth. And then you've got the cashmere, which gives it a little bit of luxuriousness. Luxury. And then obviously you've got that plum, which is that sweet hit. And it is a sweet plum. There's no denying it. That is a really sweet plum, but I'm gonna get some of this warmed actually, because this has got a real beautiful depth to it. So we'll be warming some of that later. Next up, we've got Alpine Escape, another new one. Feel a rush of minty air among spruce and evergreen trees on a scenic mountain getaway. This, if you liked icicles and evergreen, last year and the year before. You will love this because it has got just a little hint of mint in there. I'm really surprised that we don't have Icicles and Evergreen again this year. I'm really surprised at that because that was incredible. But yeah, if you liked Icicles and Evergreen, go for your Alpine Escape. It is really, really fresh. Next up, we've got Bonfire Beach. Oh, she can open it. This is toasted marshmallow smouldering over white flint and sandalwood, harmonised with salty sea air and ocean spray. There is so much going on in this wax bar. First sniff gives you the marshmallow. It's that sweetness, but there is a beautiful depth to this fragrance, which is the sandalwood. And then you've got that salty sea air and the ocean spray, which just lift it and give it a kind of like a bit of a zap, if that makes sense. Next up, we've got Midnight Mahogany. Now, this was one of my favourites. Juicy black plum and cinnamon leaf brighten up dark mahogany on a secluded moonlight stroll. This is dark and moody. This is dark and moody without being spicy, if that makes sense. So whereas you've got other scents that have got like lots of amber and sandalwood in, this is quite sultry. This is quite a seductive scent. This is one of those that you're warm, and I would not be surprised if your man comes along and goes hubba hubba. Trust me. It's a lovely one, that one. It's one that always surprises me because you look at the wax, and the wax is like a really dark brown, and you kind of think, oh, it's gonna be dark and moody and ooh, all those kinds of things. And actually, it's not. It's quite a sultry scent. It's lovely. Next up, we have Cashmere and Corduroy. I love this one. I love this one. Wrap yourself up in the coziness of creamy vanilla, Sicilian bergamot and cashmere sandalwood. Again, with sandalwood there. To me, this is like that lovely, beautiful cashmere throw that you might put around yourself, sat in front of the fire with your cosy socks on. With a nice warm, nice hot chocolate. A little bit of gentle music in the background, and you're watching the world go by, or you just sort of close the doors. You're not, you're kind of ignoring the world. This is that. This is really relaxing. The vanilla is there. Bergamot is just there in the background a little bit. But it's the cashmere sandalwood for me that is the star of the show here. Honestly, to me, this is just such a luxurious scent. Whenever I see cashmere in the title, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be a lovely one. Next up, we have Vanilla Barnwood. Barnwood covered with creamy vanilla and rich amber conjure a picturesque snow-covered countryside. This is vanilla, it's woody, it's got that amber as a base note. And it just lifts it. The vanilla is kind of a mid note on this. I would not say that. I would actually be more tempted to say that this is more of a woody amber with that vanilla underneath it. The vanilla doesn't punch you in the face with this one, which sometimes they do. And then our last one for the wood section. Woohoo! We got there. This was a big section. This is always a big section when it comes to our autumn winter. This is Balsam Spice. Captivating cinnamon adds sweet spice to charred cedar and balsam. Oh my gosh. Right, so before we had the Alpine Escape, which was that minty, uplifting, quite happy little evergreen scent. This one is kind of end of the day, there's cinnamon in this. So we've swapped out the mint and we've put in cinnamon. So we've made this a little bit more grown up. This is Christmas wreath making. This is all those little Christmas workshops, all those little Christmas pop-up shops and things like that. That is what this smells like. So that was our wood section. There's so many in that section. So many. I don't think I've missed any. The wood section always surprises me because although I kind of go, no, I'm a fresh and a fruity girl, the wood section. There's nothing like it, not like the way you move. The wood section. The wood section always pulls me in. It always entices me in. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I don't know where. My computer sometimes, I have a million tabs open and I literally have no idea where the music comes from. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you know what though? It just goes to show, you can never predict what's going to happen. So that is our wood section. As always, you can add any of these wax bars to your Scentsy Club subscription. While they are still available, you can add them in there and you can obviously build your club subscription for free on the link in the description. Thank you for joining me today, and our next video we'll be going big. We'll be going into that fruity section. So join me next time, guys, and I will catch you then.